The enemy of my enemy, Kyiv now reaching out to Circassian nation. So recognizing that the enemy of its enemy is their friend, Ukrainians have been reaching out to the non-Russians and regional groups within the Russian Federation for several years, and especially since Putin launched his expanded war against that country in February 2022. Now Kyiv is reaching out to the Circassians. Recently, Oleksiy Goncharenko, a Ukrainian deputy to the Council of Europe and head of the Democratic Caucus Group, led a delegation of 10 Verkhovna Rada deputies to meet in Turkey with the leadership of the country's Federation of Circassian Associations. It is important to be here with you, the Ukrainian representative said, because we share a common destiny and a common enemy. The events in Ukraine weren't our choice. They are a manifestation of Ukraine's history. Today, Ukraine is the main target of Russian imperialism, and we must do everything we can against it. Also attending from Ukraine was Mustafa Zhemylev, the leader of the Crimean Tatari, who said he favored recognizing Russia's act of genocide against the Circassian people. This meeting is especially important because Circassians are a divided nation, which number more than 700,000 in the North Caucasus, and more than 7 million in the diaspora, with the largest group being in Turkey. So obviously, Ukraine is trying to, have talks, establish dialogue with non-Russian uh, Federation members, especially obviously in the North Caucasus. So there's a lot of indigenous groups all over Russia that aren't necessarily treated the best either. So if potentially another breakup of the Russian Federation, as in when the Soviet Union broke apart, and Russian Federation potentially can break apart even further, and these indigenous people, indigenous nations, indigenous ethnic groups can potentially rise up based on the weakened nature of Russia's military and infrastructure, and obviously Russia's ambition and focus currently being in Ukraine. So Ukraine wasn't necessarily the only target of, like I mentioned in previous videos, of the Ukrainian genocide, the artificial famine, the Holodomor in 1932-33. There were other ethnic groups, other regions that Russia has done this to in terms of genocides, famines, and other terrorist acts across history. So it's nice that Ukraine could meet and potentially find common ground in this. Slava Ukraini, Heroim Slava, Slava Nazi, God bless.